mission deployed Indian destroyer INS Kochi intercepted Panama-flagged merchant vessels. In fact, its name is Andromeda Star, which came under a Houthi attack in the Red Sea. And the Navy Explosive Ordnance Disposal Specialist boarded the MV for residual risk assessment. An aerial recce by a helicopter was carried out to assess the situation before the EOD team was deployed on board the Indian-bound merchant vessel. The swift action in the Western Arabian Sea reiterates the Navy's commitment and resolve to safeguard the seafarers transiting through the region. Merchant vessel have faced a barrage of missiles and drone attacks by the Houthis in and around the Red Sea and hijacking attempts by Somali pirates in the region. In fact, to give us more details on this, my colleague Brian joins us on the broadcast. Brian, give our viewers details on this incident that has taken place and of course, give us exhaustive details.
Well, Asavri, the Indian Navy swiftly, responded to the very distress call from the Panama-flagged crude oil tanker MV Andromeda Star. And after, it came under the very missile attack from the Houthi militants. And talking about the vessel also, it had 30 crew members aboard, which included 22 Indians, which encountered a very trouble in the Red Sea. Acting very promptly, Asavri, the Indian Navy deployed its destroyer INS Kochi to assist the distress tanker that happened on April 26th, ensuring the safety of all the crew members that were on board. Now, talking about the officials, also the U.S. Central Command confirmed that Iranian-backed Houthi militants launched 3 anti-ship ballistic missiles from Yemen into the very Red Sea, targeting merchant vessels Maisha and even MV Andromeda Star. And despite they were sustaining, minor damage, MV Andromeda Star, which was operated by secularists, remained afloat. And even INS Kochi Asavri intercepted the very troubled vessel and conducted an aerial reconnaissance mission using a very helicopter chopper to, assess the very situation. And additionally, also Asavri, an explosive ordnance disposal, which is the EOD team, from the Indian Navy was also deployed to conduct a residual risk assessment, ensuring the very safety of the crew and the vessel. Yes, Asavri, thankfully, all the 30 crew members, which included 22 Indian nationals, were also reported safe, allowing MV Andromeda Star to continue its scheduled transit to the next port under the escort of INS Kochi. And the Indian Navy's swift response reaffirms its dedication safeguarding the seafarers navigating through the very region. And this this very incident also underscores the concerning attacks also that is happening on these very commercial vessels in Red Sea by Houthi militants. And even in recent weeks also, we have been reporting that the Indian Navy has been actively involved in providing all assistance to these merchant vessels in the Western Indian Ocean following those very similar attacks.
Absolutely, Brian. With that, I'd like to thank you for joining us on the broadcast, sharing all those details with our viewers. In fact, joining us at this point of time is Group Captain UK Devnath, the defense expert. So a very good morning to you and thank you so much for taking our time and speaking to us on NewsX. Now, Indian Navy's efficiency yet again makes headlines with the latest rescue operation that's of course taken place. In your assessment, is India being perceived as an anti-piracy hero?
Oh yes, another feather in the cap of Indian Navy. It also shows the reach of Indian Navy and India's global maritime power. This ship was operating almost 3,500 kilometers away from Indian shores. That shows a reach. So now world knows that in case there is a trouble with Houthis, in case there is a trouble with Somali pirates in and around Red Sea, then Indian Navy can always be requested to rush and provide aid, help and support. In this instance, INS Kochi was involved. Good thing is that all our ships, Indian Navy ships, they have a medical team on board available so that in case any medical aid is required by the crew of this civilian commercial ship, then it is provided instantly. Similarly, Indian Navy provides them technical and operational support. In case due to this Houthi attack, there is some damage to the ship, the commercial ship. In this case, it was an oil tanker. then Navy can always provide small to medium type of repair and tow the ship to some nearby safe area. Another thing which Indian Navy provides, which is very, very essential, that in case there is a breakdown in electrical supplies of the commercial ship, then we provide them onboard generators, portable generators. We also provide them, in case required, onboard satellite communication sets so that they can speak to their masters on anywhere globe, as well as the crew can speak to their families and assure their families that they are safe. So we provide not only technical operational solace but also psychological support, which is very, very essential in such cases.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.